Hello! I don't even know what episode this is, but it'll be in the title. My name is Ariel, aka Giggles, and welcome to GigglesTalks at the Giggle Bar. Let's arrange this. Sorry, I'm a little hot. So I just came out from I came out from a night of I was out with one of my girlfriends. We went to happy hour, and she's actually about to start her first day. One of my nursing buds. Love her. She knows who she is. And I was like, let me film because I haven't, and I was like, let me just, get a video out there. I just don't want any of my videos to seem like forced, like I'm just throwing stuff out there just to throw it out there. I would like there to be some sort of message. So, excuse me. So, today, our drink is going to be a jalapeno infused margarita or spicy margarita. I do infuse it myself. I am actually so one of my big goals, one day people will be coming to my bar, okay? Like, that's happening. Mark my words. People are going to be lining up at my bar, and they are going to consider my tequila or my drinks, everything. I don't know what it is about it, but definitely my calling. Drink over. Well, drink made, not over, but hello. Grab your drinks. I said that wrong. Grab your cocktails, grab your mocktails, or your coffee, and let's get into it. So how are you guys? I'll tell you how I am. So I'm a few weeks in working, and I'm sure I'm going to say this 1,000 times. The ER is my calling. I love my job. I love my job. I love that I am a nurse. I can't tell you how amazing it feels. Like, I can be at work and it doesn't feel like I'm at work. And my days aren't dragging. My days aren't feeling like I'm not counting down minutes because I am miserable. I am where I need to be. And that is the most amazing feeling. Let's drink to that. It's delicious. I make a good drink, guys, okay? I do. I make a good drink. It's just my thing. It's my thing. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why, but I do. I know I'm really shiny. I'm sorry. It's the skin. Anyway, so yeah, I love my job. I do. I love my job. I feel so amazing, and I have all this time to put into other things. So I don't know if I don't think I talked about this because I haven't been, but I'm comfortable sharing now. So I started my LLC. One, amazing. And then I did this, which is like a big thing for me. I mean, I consider myself like a pretty private person. So for me to, out here posting videos, that's wild. Like, if you know me personally, that's wild. I don't even know. But I'm just out here just doing the thing, like just doing what I want to do. And I don't know how to describe it. Like, I know I've said this before, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for where I am. I was actually thinking the other day about alignment. And then just today, just alignment. And I feel like I'm someone who constantly had ideas of how something should go, right? So it has to go this way for it to be worthy of me, or for it to be acceptable, for me to feel like I achieved this. It has to go this way. I have to be this way. I have to be in this perfect outfit. I have to be doing this. I have to be around these people. And I have been in a space of releasing expectations, okay? I have not put on expectations on anything so far. And the more I let go, the more things align. And I feel like, some people might say, well, that's obvious. That's how things should go. But for me, I was a control freak. I was a control freak. I was a control freak with everything, with relationships, with my career, with everything, just with everything. And that looked like, things needed to go the way I needed it to go. And then if it didn't, it was the end of the world for me. Just being honest, it was the end of the world for me. And at the end of it, well, like I said, maybe sometimes it would work out. And I'm not going to say my life was miserable before, because it was not. I've always considered myself blessed, but it caused me so much stress and so much anxiety. It did. It caused me so much stress, so much anxiety, because I'm worrying about what needs to happen, how it needs to be. And it probably hindered a lot of things. And in this new space that I am of just allowing myself to let things align. Like I tell myself that I am just looking for alignment. I'm not looking for a perfect picture. I'm looking for things to feel natural and aligned. And this job, me doing this, me in this space, feels exactly that. I wake up and I am excited to go into my job, and I like the people that I work with. And I don't know them extremely well, because right now my main focus is just making sure that I'm doing the best I can, but it's going really well. And on that note, let's take a break. You don't have to be in it, but
People went to the office together. Oh, okay.
Okay. Where was I? Yeah. Yeah, it's going really well. And take it from someone, like I said, who I was a control freak. And I don't necessarily know where that stemmed from or why I felt the need to, or actually, let me not, I think I do. I feel like in my head, it made me feel safe to think that if things were going how I saw it in my head, then that was a sign that things were perfect. And I don't know if that makes sense. That makes sense in my head, but that's not the truth. I feel like some of the best things are things you don't expect. And I think when you grab hold It just has an opposite effect. And, you know, like, but I own up to that. I own up to the fact that I was a control freak. I can't do anything about my past, but I understand, and I can only move forward, you know? And when I went into this job, I went into it with no expectations. I can easily think, because I mean, I had no experience working in the ER at all. My practicum, I did want it to be in the ER. A little backstory about why I wanted the ER. So when I was younger, I always thought I was going to be an ER doctor. Like, that was where it was at for me. And when I started college, like, probably I was over halfway through, and I just decided, like, this isn't for me. And not because I didn't like, you know, science. It really was I just didn't want to go through all that. Like, I was like, I'm going to be doing all this schooling and I'm not even 100%. Now, yes, that's the only thing that I thought I would be, but do I really want to do this? Do I really want to go through this schooling? And just being quite frank, I'm someone who, I like shortcuts. I do. I like shortcuts. And who doesn't? And I mean, there's no shortcut to med school. There's no shortcut to med school or honestly anything in the healthcare field. Now, they have accelerated programs and it's wonderful for like nursing and stuff like that. But there's no shortcuts to taking care of other people's lives. And I mean, when I was younger, I was just in a space that I didn't want to put in that time. That's just the type of person like I was. Like, I mean, but I had nothing to think about. I had no responsibilities. So if I didn't want to spend my time studying, I just didn't want to spend my time studying. I wasn't that motivated. Like, it was nice to say, oh, I want to be an ER physician, but it was a whole other thing actually putting the work into doing it. So over halfway through, I decided I don't want to. Like, I mean, this was, you know, whatever, but I was so close. I was closer to finishing with a bio degree than I was to anything else, like starting over. And I wasn't going to do that. It's like I said, I mean, I didn't want to put more time, then I might as well just, you know, go to med school if I was going to go start all the way over. So I finished out and I sort of just enjoyed life. I enjoyed life. Where was I going with that? Let me take a sip while I think. Right. So when I finally got to my practicum, and for those of you who don't know, in nursing school, your last semester, you do something called a practicum, where you get to choose. So there's rotations throughout certain semesters where they, you know, like, you know, you have an OB rotation, you have a PEDS rotation, at least for me, I did. And you have a med surg rotation and a psych rotation. You know, those core rotations. And then your last rotation, like on your final semester, you get to choose what you want to do. And it's a little less, well, I guess maybe it's a little more intense. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, your practicum, you get to choose. I chose the ER and I got the ICU. So that was either another eye-opening experience. I really enjoyed the ICU. It was my kind of vibe. Unfortunately, the ER rotation, they said, hey, you know, the ER rotation is far from you, but we do have this ICU rotation, which is also critical care. I mean, ER, critical care, ICU, yeah. That is 20 minutes from you. I like convenience. I was ecstatic. I said, yes, let's do this. So we did it. I did the ICU rotation. It was amazing. And honestly, if it wasn't night shift, I would request to work with the crew I did. It wasn't, and that was the thing, it was night shift. I am a day person all the way. I like waking up in the morning. I do not like going to sleep in the morning. And it made me really nervous to be going to school and doing my rotation, but I did it. Me. It was amazing. So when I finally did start applying to jobs and I got an ER position, I was over the moon, like over the moon. And, you know, me starting this, like me finally starting it and going into it. And now that I'm a few weeks in, I could say like I am 1000% glad in my decision. And I also want to say I have no regrets about not pursuing further medicine in college. I think I needed to realize what I wanted to do. I didn't realize that I wanted to be a nursing student until like when I was doing the pandemic, or during the pandemic, I was actually working at a hospital, but I was working on like the clerical side. And I was more interested in what the nurses were doing than the doctors. So no regrets there either. But I just want to, I guess my big takeaway from this, what I'm saying is when things are aligned, it has a whole new feeling to it. It has, it's indescribable in a way. Like I can't even tell. It's just, I know I said a whole lot of gibberish, but what I'm saying is that's just the goal in everything. I'm looking for alignment, and that didn't happen until I let go. Even starting nursing school, I waited. I felt like by the time I realized I wanted to be a nurse, I told myself, I was like, well, it's too late to start. And even then I let go of that expectation and I went for it anyway. Like I would have still wanted to be a nurse now, even if I didn't start, you know? But the more I let go, the more things aligned. And I wouldn't be where I am now if I didn't let go and give myself that opportunity, grant myself that opportunity, let go of that expectation. And take that from someone who had expectations for everything. At a certain point, guys, it's exhausting. It's exhausting to put so much expectations on yourself. Now, it is good to have goals. It is good to hold yourself to a certain standard. But to continuously put expectations on yourself, sometimes it can have the opposite effect. It could shoot you in the foot. It could stop you from doing something that you should have done earlier. And while I don't have any regrets in my life, because I really do not, I'm a firm believer that everything that has happened, good, bad, medium, whatever, has led me to where I am today. Every single step, every single mishap, it has gotten me here. And who knows what would have happened if I decided to make any other turn. So even me having so many expectations on myself, I do think it led me to where I was today. But I do hope that, I do stress that people, whoever watches this, if it resonates with you, to let go. Because it does the body good. And then on top of that, like it's honestly, it's just less stressful. It's less stressful. It is. Sorry, that's my cat. That's my little rant for the day. I don't know. I'm just so happy. Like, I really am. I don't know. Okay. Like, I'm gonna be working Thanksgiving and Christmas, and I've been telling people that, and like, no part of me is even upset by that. Like, I'm good. I'm happy. And I'm someone, like, I don't care about the holiday pay. I really don't. Yeah, I mean, of course it's nice, but it's not a seller to get me to work. I prefer time by myself. So it's saying something when I'm okay working on a holiday. However that sounds, I don't care. But yes. I'm just speechless. Like, okay. Okay, let me stop. No, but yeah, I guess in the comments, just tell me, like, any resonating stories, honestly. That's what I want to know. Or any expectations that you need to let go of that's hindering you from your goals, where you need to be, or that situation you need to release yourself of. And I hope everyone has the best night or morning. I don't know, whenever you're watching this, afternoon. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I shall talk to you later.